Good evening, folks, and welcome to another edition of the Groovy Gold Hunter. And guess what we have? More pay dirt. So this is the last bag of pay dirt that I have bought in the past couple weeks, and I've been holding off on it because I've been doing so much editing. I've been behind on all of my editing. So I was looking at pay dirt through all the normal companies that I normally use, and GoldNuggetSales.com had a limited run of this stuff right here, and it's called the Whitehorse Yukon Gold Pay Dirt. Of course, it said limited run, so I'm like, oh, I gotta get that. So that's what I did. I got it. And there it is right here. I love the label. The label is really cool looking. I gotta do a little freeze frame so I can take a picture. Okay, it's got a little hole in the back where you can see what it looks like. We're gonna dump it in a bowl and we'll look at it ourselves and see what kind of pay dirt we've got. So without further ado, let's roll the intro and let's get started on this stuff. Okay, here's the bag again. I'm gonna open it up. Little message on the back that says many thanks Heath. That's me. And it looks like some red clay at first glance at the little window picture right here. So let's go ahead and open it up. It's not a very big bag. If you've ever gotten Gold Nugget Sales pay dirt before, they all pretty much come in the same type of bag. And oh, there we go. Very dry stuff. We'll flash a light right there so you can see it when I pour it. Got a small bowl because I don't need a very big bowl for this. Make sure, nope, there's some stuff in the crevices. I hate that because I like to try to keep these bags together. I don't like to rip them open, but they do get caught in the creases of the bag, so probably gonna have to rip it open. I think I got it all. But there it is, right there. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start classifying it. There's my classifiers. Really cool looking stuff, but man, it's gonna be dusty, so here we go. Again, my 10 mesh. I'm gonna try to do this gently so I don't get it everywhere. Wow, I might have to do my 1/4 inch with this as well because, yeah, time to bust out the silver bow. So we're gonna have to bust this out first. And that means I'm gonna have to get one of my bigger buckets. Yeah, I thought I was gonna get away with doing the small ones, but yeah, this is not gonna work. So I'm gonna dump it in here. I believe this is my 1/8 inch. So I'm just gonna go ahead and ring that through because I know that's all gonna fall through. Take that out and let's start with the 1/4 inch mesh. I do not have anything bigger than a 10 mesh on my small green one, so we're gonna use my bigger classifier first, which I like to use anyway because it fits really nicely into a gallon bucket. Very convenient. And shake it up real good. Lot of organics in here. I see a lot of little twigs, and we'll dump it in this small bowl. But yeah, there's not gonna be any gold in that, but that's a lot of rock right there. So now I'm gonna go to my 10 mesh. It looks like it's red clay. I see a piece of gold in there already. Now that's one thing about this stuff is you'll see the gold really easily. And I do see a nice chunk of gold in there. And I'm not gonna show you now because I wanna do it the right way. I wanna pan it out. So this is gonna be an excellent one to pan out. Get it all in there real good. There's my 10 mesh. Yeah, there is some heavy clay material in there as well. Now we'll do our 20 mesh, and I don't really need to do a whole lot of classifications on this stuff because most of this will be mud once you get down to the real fine material. Probably should have used a bigger bowl because this bowl's not exactly big enough to shake around. There's the 20 mesh right there. Instead of 30, I'm gonna go straight to 40, and then I'll probably just do 60 mesh and be done. Because this really, it's not a whole lot left. It really doesn't need to be classified any further down than that. All right, so there's the 40 mesh. And then I'll do one more, which is 60 mesh, and then we'll be done. And yeah, this will be the last classification I do. Yeah, I think we're done there. Put that in that bow, dump that -60 in here. But yeah, there it is. That didn't take no time whatsoever to classify. I got it into 6 classes. There's my 1/4 inch, my 10 mesh, 20 mesh, 40 mesh, plus 60 mesh, and minus 60 mesh. I'm gonna start with the smallest stuff, which is the minus 60. I'm just gonna dump it all in there because it's not a whole lot and it's gonna be pretty muddy. Ooh, chocolate milk galore. Look at that. That is the brownest I've ever seen material. Definitely dumping that out. There's not going to be much of anything left when I'm done stratifying it. I'm definitely not putting that in my hand if I want to have any visual whatsoever on what I'm panning. That's the best I can do. I'm going to have to start panning it or I'm just going to have nothing. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know I cannot stand dirty water because I like to see what's panning off. I'm going to start panning. Watch this clear water that I've got going. There it went. Gotta be real careful panning this first. So far I do not see any black sands. I see nothing but whatever this brown stuff is. Alright, let's tap it back. There might be some really fine flower gold right here, but really hard to tell, and I don't know if my camera's gonna be able to get it, but I'm gonna go ahead and suck all that up. You couldn't even weigh that stuff. Okay, something just grew up my back. What the heck was that? Something just, what the hell? Taking my shirt off. Something, what the hell was that? Okay, that freaked me out. Something hit me in my back and went down the back of my shirt. Oh, that was a nightmare. Okay, and I'm back. That freaked me out. All right, so there's my minus 40 plus 60. Not a whole lot. Again, very dirty. It looks like this stuff's just gonna break up. I've never seen this type of pay dirt before as far as the color of it. I'm going to assume that it's a clay material. Tap it back, I already see some gold. So let's tap this back. Again, no black sands. What is that? Look like a piece of gold. Oh crap, we got a floater. Jet dry, jet dry, jet dry, jet dry. I gotta come up with a new song. That's just a stupid song. Yeah, there's some other stuff in there too that's not gold. But then there's all these little pieces right here. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, I don't know what that stuff is. So there is some gold. A little piece of wire gold right there. 2, 4, 6, 8, possibly 9 pieces. Yeah, so here's the gold that I've just done on this Whitehorse. This is the first batch of gold that I've gotten out of the minus 40 plus 60. There's that wire piece of gold. Yeah, this was the stuff I was looking at. All right, so here's my plus 40 stuff. And I think this stuff is covered in this clay material. So I am gonna check to see if there's any magnetic material in here. There's a little bit. Oh yeah, there's a lot of bit. It's very light, but it's in there. So I'm gonna dump that into my pan first, and then I'm going to pan it because I can see that it's covered in clay. So see how that's all the magnetic material, but it looks just like the other material. So I'm gonna go ahead and stratify it real good, clean it off. Well, no, it actually stayed brown. I'm gonna jab it with a brush to see if I can break any kind of clay that's on there off of it. So there was nothing in that magnetic material. Here is the plus 40. All kinds of organics. See all that stuff floating on top? So let's start panning this. Alright, yeah, I can see some gold in here. This stuff's pretty quick to pan as well. I'm gonna pan this back and you can see the gold, but there is some gray looking rocks with it. But yeah, there's a mixture of gold and it's just as heavy as the gold and whatever this silver stuff is. I'm gonna go ahead and suck it all up because I can separate that pretty good. But there's the gold mixed in with whatever else that stuff is. I've still got my 1/4 inch, my 10 mesh, and my 20 mesh. There's not gonna be any gold in this. I'm gonna go ahead and do this big stuff because I wanna see what it looks like and what this stuff is. Yeah, this is just regular rock material. I do not see any quartz. Maybe a little piece there. I think that's a piece of quartz right there. Nothing special, just rocks. All right, we got that out of the way. Now let's go to my 20 mesh, and I'll just go ahead and do it all because there's just not that much. This the Nestle Quick Bag. There's that silver stuff again. It's mixed in with it. See the bigger ones? So there's gold in there, but again, it's mixed up with whatever that is. That's a cool piece. That is a cool piece of gold right there. I will put that in the microscope when I'm done. I don't know if you can see it. I'll get my phone out first and let you see it. So there's the gold. I'm gonna suck it up and I'm gonna get a phone shot, and then I'm gonna put a microscope under that. Yeah, look at this thing. I wanna get a close up. I'm guessing that stuff is just rock, but it's staying back with the gold. But look at this piece right here. That is a cool piece of gold. Like a scorpion. Yeah, I'm gonna get those rocks out of there before I suck that up, because now that I can see exactly what it is, I don't want it in my stuff. That one looks like it's fused to the rock. Yeah, I'm gonna get all that gray stuff out and then I'll suck it up. Okay, we got one more left and we're gonna do this in two because there's a lot of this stuff. It takes me longer to stratify this stuff than it does to pan it. All right, here we go. We'll pan it back and nothing. So let's dump the rest in. Boom. And there it is. Stratify it. I think we're ready to start panning. Re-stratify a little, break up them rocks. There we go. Oh yeah, there's a piece of gold sitting on top. Get that sucker back down. Come on, don't drag my big boys. Oh, looky there. I think I see a piece of gold right there. Wow, 3 nice pieces that I can see right now. Wow, look at that. Look at those 3 pieces. Jeez Louise. Those are 3 nuggets. Look at that. Look at that. No, that's got quartz in it. That's why it looks so light. That nugget's got quartz in it. That's a specimen right there. Yeah, look at that. 3 pickers. 1, 2, 3. That's why I saved the best for last, because look at those 3. Look at that. That thing is huge. All right, I'm going to get these in my snuffer bottle if I can get this one out. Okay, so this was out of my last pan, and this was the 10 mesh, and look at these bad boys right here. Big nuggets. That one is a specimen. Look at the quartz that's in the gold. So now I'm going to show you this, because now I've got my dime out. 3 big chunks in that final pan of pay dirt. That one's got quartz in it. Look at that. That is awesome. All 3 of these pieces look really cool. And there they are, the big 3, the 3 musketeers, Mo, Larry, and Curly. And we're done. I just got it out. I put it in my little boat. Took me a minute because my gold was not wanting to come out of my snuffer bottle, but I've got it drying. As soon as it dries, going upstairs, going to measure it, we're going to weigh it, we're going to look at it, we're going to study this stuff, and then we're going to weigh it, and then we'll get a value on it. But yeah, I'm interested to see those two pieces of gold, the one with the quartz and the one that looks like a scorpion type thing. So yeah, as soon as it dries, we'll go up there and we'll look at it. I don't know how much longer my GoPro has to live, but it is seriously, it's slowly dying. I'm going to try to weigh this gold again. It's like the third time I've tried. My GoPro keeps glitching out. Let's do it. Let's just get it over with. I'm gonna put the scale on, pan down so you guys can see it. There it is. And oh, what do you know? It's still 1.09. It's been 1.09 every time I've done it. There is the gold, there is the weight. I did get my gram. Now that we got that done, let's hurry up and get to the computer and we will get a value. Okie dokie, we got 1.09 grams of gold. We're gonna call that 24 karat. Gold prices right now are at $19.15.27. And we're gonna calculate $67.12 on that. All right, so here's their website right here. This is the Whitehorse Yukon gold pay dirt that I got. Paid $69.95 for it. I can tell you we got a great return. I know I paid somewhere around the $10 range, so we'll say $79.95 because I did pay $10 for shipping. So $67.12, $79.95, which is everything. Calculate. Boom, 84%. That's awesome. If I didn't include the shipping and just did the $69.95, it would be even better. Look at that, 96%. Return. So either way you want to look at it, it's still a great return. I include shipping because obviously it's how much I paid to get that gold. And if you're looking for a true return on investment, you have to include everything you paid to get that gold. And great gold too. That specimen's worth more than it normally would be because it's got the quartz still in it, and people pay top dollar for that kind of stuff. So awesome. Here I am first. I'm going to show you this piece of gold. This is such a cool piece of gold. Look at this. I don't know what that is. Look how that formed. It looks like two pieces of gold tied together, but it's one. I want to see if I can flip it. Look at that. It's a tiny, tiny piece of gold. Let me zoom in even more. Look at that. Yeah, depending on which angle you look at it, it looked like a man, it looked like two legs and half an arm, and there's the cone head. Kind of looks like the alien. I'm going to call this my alien gold piece. That is so trippy. That is such a cool piece of gold. Alright, now let's go to the big one. This one's really cool too, because this one's got quartz still built into it. Look at that. Big chunk of gold with quartz still embedded in it. Let me flip it over. There's the other side of it. Just cool pieces of gold. Awesome gold. Alright guys, that does it for this video of the goldnuggetsales.com pay dirt review. Really did enjoy that pay dirt. I liked it. Loved the gold nugget. Loved that specimen. Has quartz in it. That other piece that looked like a man, kind of looked like, it looked like all kinds of cool things. Like that pay dirt. Like the return. Like the bag. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Also the like button and the share button and the notification button as well. That way every time a video gets put out by moi, you guys will know about it. So until next time, peace and love, and I'll see you on my next video, hopefully with a better camera. Bye.